Enforcement. As I have clearly stated, this is an unfunded mandate. It was an appropriation question raised and apparently was not acted upon. And I think unfunded mandates are unfortunately a large issue for what the state finds itself in fiscally today. It is redundant law, that's very clear. The fact that it's redundant law causes us to question it. The Federation holds that S-141 is unnecessary, and this is because Vermont is consistently one of the lowest violent crime rate states in the country, continuously has one of the best gun safety records in the country, and is not a major source of guns to other states. In fact, we rank the 45th lowest source of guns to the 50 states. We would therefore fundamentally believe that S-141 is a solution in search of a problem, and we take the following positions on specific sections of S-141. In regards to Section 1, prohibited persons prohibited from possessing firearms, as a general rule, the Federation does not support the concept of creating redundant laws, and this is precisely what is being done with Section 4017. The Federation respectfully points out that federal law, specifically 18 U.S.C. 922 and 18 U.S.C. 924, already address the intent of Section 4017, and does so by utilizing federal personnel, federal resources, and federal dollars. If indeed the feds are not aggressively prosecuting prohibited persons who are found in Vermont to be in possession of firearms, and opinions seem to differ on this point, then it must be conjectured that their failure is entirely due to a lack of resources. If that is indeed the case, then the Federation feels that this deficiency is best addressed through our congressional delegation, who would bring focus on the issue to increase the available resources to meet Vermont's needs. The Federation also feels that with the state taking on the additional load of what is not currently being picked up by the feds, in addition to likely picking up some of the load that is currently being handled today by the feds, this can only mean that the burden on resources is shifted onto Vermont. As this appears to be the logical outcome with no corresponding increase in funding, we believe that Vermont will be put in the same lack of resource situation that the feds currently seem to be in. As currently written, the Federation's primary objection to this section involves any consideration whatsoever of any waiting period before an affected individual can petition a court for restoration of their rights after the Vermont Department of Mental Health has decided that the affected individual is no longer a danger to themselves or others. In contemplating this proposed waiting period, it must be recognized that since the process to have an individual's rights restored requires a court action, and that there are typically lengthy delays between requesting a court action and that action actually being heard in court, this delay directly equates to an individual being denied due process to recover their rights. Arguably, at the point in time that the Vermont Department of Mental Health has made their determination that a person no longer represents a threat or otherwise lets an order expire, then that is the point when the process to restore a person's rights should begin, immediately. The Federation therefore does not and cannot support this section unless the waiting period is removed entirely.